Israel, congratulations on the victory. I know you're always heavily critical of yourself. But as you sit there right now, how do you feel about your performance this evening?
7 out of 10. Not bad. Good night in office, good chess match.
What changed? I mean, obviously all the conversation about this was what the adjustments would be and how much different he would be and what he would be able to accomplish. I mean, what did you see in there versus what you expected?
It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, even if you've already been in there with me before. I don't know, I feel like they have like goldfish memories, but then when they're in there with me, they realize like, oh shit, it's not as easy as we thought. And yeah, they just have to revert back to what they know.
On two of the judges' scorecards, he won the final 2 rounds. So I'm curious kind of...
He won the final 2 rounds?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just curious, did you feel that he was gaining some momentum or gaining some steam? Did you feel it was being more problematic as the fight was wearing on?
Nope, not really. There was one point he was circling on the outskirts of the octagon, and I was cutting him off, and I was like, that's my trick. And I said it to him, I know that trick, that's mine. And I just went back to the center of the octagon, and I went back to work, established the middle.
You guys had a nice exchange afterwards. Obviously, there's been tension between you two guys along the way. I'm just curious, can you share kind of what was shared between you two in there?
I said, I don't like you, you don't like me, but I respect you. He said the same thing, and he said, I'm sure in another life we'll be friends. I said, maybe. But yeah, we're just 2 guys trying to be the best in the world. But tonight I'm the best in the world.
He believes the 3rd fight's inevitable. Do you see that in your future?
I said maybe. I said you rack up some good wins, and I'm sure I'll see you down the line. I say that to kind of like just, pat him on the butt. Just, good job, kid. But we'll see. I mean, the division's filled with killers. It's filled with killers, but I'm looking forward to fresh meat.
You mentioned Jared Cannonier's name as potentially that fresh meat. I'm curious, how much did you get to watch? I mean, obviously you're prepping, getting ready. So were you watching in close detail, and what did you think of his performance?
Not close detail. I just saw bits and pieces. I think he even got rocked. I saw he got taken down. Then he elbowed Brunson. So I didn't really take stock. I'll go back and watch the fights later on and just see what it is. But he made a statement, and I even told him after the weigh-in, not the ceremonial ones, the official weigh-in. I said, look, please take this guy out so I can get some fresh meat. And he said, bro, I'm trying to work. I'm like, me too. So I'm a man of my word.
Last thing for me, you say it's a 7 out of 10, but it is another title defense. It's another victory.
But let me just, this is my 5th title defense. I don't know why people keep saying it's my 4th. It's my 5th because it just makes no sense. I was the interim champion. I still have that interim belt. And in the interim, I'm the champion. If he beat me at UFC 243, that would have counted as a defense of his belt. In the all-boys school, you get fucking beat up. You get fucked up for being weird and different. But yeah, I don't know. Who's gonna tell me shit? You're gonna diss me about my nails? You're gonna diss me about my pearls? Or what? Like, I don't care. And also, no one can tell me shit. There's a meme I saw one time with Jackie Chan. He was dressed all weird and said, like, no one can tell you how to dress when no one can beat your ass. So, yeah, I'm just authentically me. And if people like it, they do. If they don't, oh well, they're gonna keep watching. All it is, look, it's attention as the currency. You're not gonna pay money to watch my pay-per-views, cool, but you're gonna pay attention. You're gonna be on my social media running up numbers, and that all helps. So yeah, you ain't gonna pay money, but you're gonna pay attention.
Izzy over here. You're making this look easy, lapping the middleweight division. Do you think going back up to light heavyweight is in the cards for you?
Later on down the track, but right now, I like fresh meat at middleweight, and I'm glad I have a new contender in Jared Cannonier, so I look forward to June. I'm thinking June for that one. I know it's not just me, it's me and my coaches, and yeah, but I'm sure they'll agree. June, we can take that out.
Congrats, champ.
Thank you.
Do you already feel like, sorry, over here.
Oh, what's up?
You obviously signed this massive new deal during the week. Congratulations on that, and congratulations on tonight. But do you already feel like you might be underpaid after tonight's performance?
Underpaid?
Yeah.
No, like I signed this bout agreement on Monday. So, and I don't know this narrative of like, they just gave me a new deal because of what was happening with Francis. I'm like, no, my dealings with the UFC don't need to be brought forth because every case is different. With Francis's case, that he needed to bring that forward because it was atrocious, and I respect him for that. And like I said, this is the first step, you know. Dana already said they had dinner with him before he went back to Cameroon. They're going to have dinner when they come back. So yeah, people make mistakes. You know, the UFC is filled with humans. Humans make mistakes, human error. But we can always amend those mistakes. And honestly, rising tides lifts all the ships. And with this, I feel like it's the first step in this trickle-down effect to the rest of the fighters and lifting everyone up. I'm not saying like pay the debutants some crazy money. I'm just like, nah, pay them enough to be able to, you know, train, feed their family, and actually not have a second or third job. You know, because we're UFC fighters. I love this company. I've been wanting to be part of this company. You saw my post when I was here in the same fucking arena 7 years ago for UFC 192, practicing on the scale before I got yelled at. I've wanted to be here for so long. So yeah, now that I'm here, I'm fortunate to be in the position that I'm in to sign this new deal. But you know, the UFC is gonna do right. I feel like this is the first step. Francis started it off. And, you know, I'm getting my, you know, my dues as well. But trust me, it wasn't just handed to me. My team at Paradigm and also AP Sports Management, we fight for what we have, you know. It's just not brought to the media so you guys can go write headlines about it. We fight for what we have. And I feel like this is going to trickle down to the rest of the fighters because, yeah, it's time. It's time.
What do the next couple of months look like for you? Obviously, you get back into camp for a June fight, end of March, start of April. And but what do you do in the next couple of weeks? Do you plan on traveling, maybe going to Africa again, or?
I can't. I've got a bit of a media tour because I've been away from America for the longest time. So I'm gonna maybe was it like should I tell them? Yeah, fuck them. No. Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff. We'll be hanging around, and I'll call audibles. I'll see where I want to go.
Hi, Izzy. Over here to your right. You have some of the best fashion in the fight game. But
Thank
you have
you.
some competition with Kamaru Usman and Francis Ngannou. How does your fashion stack up against theirs?
It's not a competition. It's just expression. We're just three kings who express ourselves authentically. I like the way Francis comes in with his dashiki. Sometimes, you know, Kamaru comes in with agbada, you know, in his suits. And yeah, you know me. I just drip however I want. Sometimes you might see me with even a lava one day. I'm not even Samoan or Tongan, but I might wear a lava just because I love the way it looks. I saw Ty with one at the press conference, and I thought it looked dope. The black lava, that was beautiful. Yeah, it's not a competition. It's just expression.
Can you tell me a little bit about your fit, your watch, your jacket? Can you tell me
I put this whole thing together this week. I just wanted to... This week I wanted it to be different. This fight week, I was just like, look, I'm gonna set myself apart from my peers, just because I'm set apart. You know, I can't just. I've always just been not a company man, but I do what the UFC needs me to do to get it done. But I just need to let them know like I'm different. So I had to express myself to the highest form, and I felt like I did that this fight week. All the drips and the French tips.
Wrestling has always been like the...
Fuck, I'm freaking out. Young Izzy's freaking out, bro.
Wrestling has always been dominant in mixed martial arts, but you came from a kickboxing background. Do you think you have changed that myth?
Yeah, the thing for me was I had to humble myself years ago and just be like, look, I never want some nerd in a, you know, blue belt in pajamas to be able to beat my ass as a world champion kickboxer. So I humbled myself and I learned grappling, I learned wrestling, and I know how to wrestle, but I don't know what that sound is. I know how to wrestle, but I just haven't had the opportunity to use it yet. In this fight, I thought the opportunity would present itself, but once I kicked his legs a few times and he realized it was compromised, he took it away from me, so I wasn't able to get to that leg like I wanted to, or to his hips. He tried, and I showed that last takedown, he put everything into it, and somehow I stayed standing because my hips don't lie.
It's Z right here. On Wednesday, we talked about the underrated weapon, that's that left hand, and now we're coming from another fight where you put him down with that same weapon again. Just want you to speak to that underrated weapon.
I need to see it. This is one thing I need to watch the fight because when he dropped, I was like, did I drop him? Like that was what I thought in that moment. It's almost like third person. I was like, did he slip or did I drop him? Because it just felt like nothing. I didn't feel like a thud. It felt swift. But Carl told me it was southpaw straight left down the pipe. And I remember just thinking, all right, cool down, don't rush. Because I was going to rush him, but this is what, if you try that, you might get caught slipping. So you have to respect the guy. And I never underestimated him. I knew, even though I knocked him out in the first fight, he's dangerous. I know how dangerous he is. And like I said to you guys, he ran through everyone until he ran into me. And then he went back and beat 3 other guys, and now he's running to me again. But yeah, I'm no easy feat. I'm no easy feat to, get one over on.
Champ, right here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You say in the press conference that at some point last year you felt too comfortable that your rivals were trying to survive instead of really trying to win, and that you were expecting that for this fight things were different. I just wanted to know if you felt that difference tonight.
Yeah, he brought the fight. From the start to the finish, I stayed on point. With my last fight in Phoenix, I was never in danger. I was just like, man. This fight, I knew, if I get caught slipping, he can put me away. I liked his double jabs, and then eventually he turned into a triple jab, and I was like, okay, that's a good change up. But I was still able to get away from it most times. What else? His wrestling was... It was okay. I was never, even when he was on my back, I found it funny. I was kind of like a hunchback. I was like, all the way to my corner. And then I just knew, like, we've done this from 9 a.m. every other day. We literally spent times just, someone on your back, ready to go. And I know the systems to get away from that. So, yeah, I was comfortable in those positions. I'm comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Thank you.
Easy. Right.
Could I just ask you one? Could I just ask your fellow Nigerian Anthony Joshua going back out for the world heavyweight title against Alexander Usyk? Do you hope that he comes out on top in this sort of 4-person?
I thought he's sitting out.
No, he's not going to sit out anymore. Fury's going to fight
true.
White, and he's going to fight Usyk.
Who's Fury fighting?
Fury's fighting Dillian White. Anthony's fighting
White.
Usyk, and then hopefully the winner of those two fights each other. Do you hope that Anthony becomes the undisputed champion?
Of course, I always root for my people. Anthony, he's a formidable guy. He's run into some, problems with, and Usyk's a phenomenal boxer. Wow, amazing. But yeah, I believe, anyone can beat anyone at any given night, but I always root for my people. Thanks, guys.